I want to show you today with one shape, two very important chords you need to know to master all those millions, billions of songs out there you always wanted to learn. When I started out playing the guitar, my dad taught me 2 chords, 3 chords, whatever, and it was a really heavy thing for me to do in the beginning. I remember being pretty frustrated in the first couple of days because nothing worked out, but I always saw how much music he produced just with 2 or 3 chords, whatever, and this really kept me going because I wanted to play those songs. It was one particular song, it was Wild Thing by the Trogs. This was something, it took time. So give yourself also some time, for example, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever, and spend like 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. You don't have to practice hours. I mean, you can. This is fine with me. You don't need to work that hard in the beginning because it's not about like practicing 1 hour a day. It's better in the beginning to do it like 5 minutes over a whole week, like each day 5 minutes is better than practicing just 1 time a week because you need this consistency to get those things done and mastered. In this video, I want to show you 2 chords as I promised, but before we start out, I want to recap what we did in the first lessons. In the first video, in the first lesson, we learned E minor and A sus2. In the second lesson, we learned A major. Third lesson was G major, so we had already 4 chords in that third video. Then we learned the D chord, D major chord. And now in this video we will learn A minor and E major in just with one shape that we can just shift, just like we did in the first video with E minor and A sus2. This is something really cool on guitar. You can just shift shapes and you have different chords from that. So we start with A minor. Index finger goes into the first fret of the B string. It's the second fret when you count from the bottom, 1, 2, and then the first fret. Be as close to the fret as possible. And then the ring finger and the middle finger go into the second fret of the G and the D string, the both strings in the middle, second fret. And then you hit all the strings, but you leave out the low E string, the fat one, okay? Again, make sure everything is there. Something like this might happen. That you block strings with the back of your fingers. So get them up, raise them. Not like this. Then make a break. This can be hard. Shake your hand, cool your fingertips, and then you move that shape, just all fingers, 1 string closer to you. This is the E major chord. So index finger is in the first fret of the G string, the third string, 1, 2, 3, first fret, and ring and middle finger go into the second fret of the D and A string, and then you can hit all 6 strings. Back to A minor. My pretty little strumming pattern. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up. E major. Down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up. A minor. Down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up. When you combine that with chords we already did in the previous videos, we can kind of like get into something like Hotel California-ish. strum downwards, then to the G, to the D, 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 D. I mean, not the whole song yet, but you get the idea what you can do with just a handful of chords. Just try to change between those two chords, A minor and E major. If you have trouble with the change between the chords, just do it without strumming anything. Make sure all the fingers need to know where to go, ideal-wise, all at once. And then you bring in your pick, just 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And when this works out, really be honest to yourself if all the strings are there, it's sounding. If you do just this for 5 minutes a day, then you repeat that the next day, you will see this will be way, way better. So take those tiny steps for a couple of weeks, a couple of months to get those chords really going. I promise you, it's just great what a world will open up for you and what millions of songs you will be able to play when you just master all those chords I show you in this video series. So make sure to check out all the videos of this series where you learn all those important chords. And I hope you learned a lot of cool stuff in here and you had a lot of fun. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a comment, of course. I forgot to say tune your guitar. Check out the link in the video description. You can learn how to tune your guitar if you do have any issues with that. This is really important. So everything you learn here will sound good. So thanks for tuning in. My name is Hannes. We see us in the next video. Take care. Bye.